We are back for another episode of EARSEX Live, Artist Spotlight, and today's spotlight is going to be highlighting none other than the one and only NoStress.
Cool kid, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just just getting ready for this bonsai experience. So a little tired, but
last time we seen you, you performed at the EARSEX Fest last year in 2023. Before that, you won the second annual EARSEX Live Award. You've been really doing your thing. But 3 years ago, you dropped the album Trust the Process. How does it feel now, 3 years later, being that that was the title? Do you feel like the process has been one that you can trust?
It definitely is something that I can trust. I feel like that album laid the blueprint for where I am today. Just being with the bonsai crew in itself, just getting the invite just based off, the visuals behind, the album release and the album itself. Just championing it through, just, doing everything on my own, But now I have a team behind me, so the process is definitely something to be trusted because, at the end of the day, like, you got to realize you can't do everything yourself. That's something that, my team is teaching me. So shout out to the bonsai crew.
You guys just dropped the collab album, Something To Sip To Vol.1. How has that process sharpened your skills as an artist, as an indie artist, with what you guys are doing? Like, how has that process shaped you?
We only recorded it like over the course of the weekend, so it was like maybe 3-4 days where we actually were like in the same spot. Like, everybody is so scattered. So we all came together in Atlanta, bought an Airbnb, and just went to work. Like how band camp was like just back in college and back in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like just being in a concentrated space, just sharpening your skills, just trying to get better. So with that, we came out with To Sip To Vol.1, and it's been well received so far. I ain't heard no bad reviews. For the smokers, it's music that's smoking peace too. You feel me? So like that's what I was doing since I was producing a lot of those. I only produced like 2 of the tracks on the album, but for those songs that I was making, I was just literally on the rooftop, just smoking in peace.
When it comes to how you decide to craft your career and how you align yourself to stay consistent, what are your reminders that every step is worth it?
The results, really. Just I guess speaking from like past experience, like this is our second annual bonsai experience. So last year we had 2 shows in a day, sold out the second one, and it was well received. So people were asking about when we're going to do the next one, and now that we're coming out with the second one, something that we all love to do as artists. So just connecting those dots, like getting those results done, like that's the main thing.
And with having a team, does it help to make being an independent artist easier and keep you moving on a forward track when it comes to writing?
Well, I'm an MC first. I was an MC first, but production is something that I've always wanted to do. So when I do hit a wall, like I can always juggle those back and forth. Like, so it is not really too much of a problem. So I have access to other artists that are able to get out of me what I'm trying to get out. You know what I mean? So and I've known these guys since like college, so I've been sharpening my skills with them since then. So it doesn't really like hinder the process at all. It makes it a lot easier.
We all love having help. When you're independent, you are the boss, you are the street team, you are the engineer, and until you can get that backing that you need. And even then, if you choose to stay independent, it's more work. The more you climb, the higher you go, the more money you start to make. So again, shout out to the team. You guys seem to be doing really big things. All of the artists are being pushed, which is something that a lot of other big name labels really can't say just yet. And normally it's just that one person driving the force until somebody else pulls up the rear. But you guys all have your individual talents that are making the team stronger.
The album music To Sip To Vol.1 is brought to you in part by Sarah's Your Cellars. Get you a bottle and sip some.
When it comes to you as an individual, how has your music style evolved over the last few years? This new body of work that you're collaborating on, it's a different feel. You guys kind of have created a class. So how do those two worlds collide for you?
For me, I grew up listening to a lot of neo-soul artists like Erykah Badu, even LaRon Hill. Like I consider her like neo-soul in some elements because just the way she, you know, knows how to carry a tune. Like she can sing her ass off. So, but she can also like get dirty with it. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to the bars. So, I really consider like Lauryn Hill like my hip hop mother or grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So like, my hip hop family tree is rooted deeply in 90s R&B and 90s hip hop. So, it's just really all of that just merging together. Like, just having that versatility.
Songs that you're featured on, Batman of the Burbs and Gold Liquor. Yes, Gold Liquor. I
produced both of those songs actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that process?
It's actually crazy. When we first got to the house, like I was just like Wes just said, come prepared with beats and, you know, just playing for everybody when we get here. So I'm literally just going through old beats that I made, new beats that I made, and I get to this one beat and I'm literally like, as soon as I hear it, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna skip to the next one. And then the videographer Darius, he was there and he was like, nah, let that play out. Like I want to hear that. Like so, like started playing it. It was literally just the shell of Gold Liquor, like what it sounds like right now. Like you didn't have no drums on it or nothing. It was, but started adding, you know, different elements to it and like niggas started dancing and shit. And
That's how you knew.
Wes was air bending and rapping and shit. I was like, all right, well shit, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep on going with this one. Edit it to the best of my ability, and they fucked with the outcome. A lot of tweaking, of course, like after, you know, the final recordings were made, like, you know, I had to add a couple of glass clinks in there, like send them off to Wes so he can do his engineering magic or whatever. But yeah, just you know, that process within itself was pretty fun.
And it sounds like a dope process, getting together for a weekend and basically doing a whole camp of all the artists chipping in to put this album together. As we hear most collab albums happening that way, you know, for you guys, was that kind of the preview of the Bonsai experience? Is that a part of the Bonsai experience on the side of you guys are Bonsai, you're bringing the experience to the people, but when you are in the process, do you feel that spirit?
Definitely. Like we're all artists that like love music. Like we actually love music. Like I feel like a lot of artists today, like they do this shit for the money and that's literally it. But I feel like the group that I'm with, like we really genuinely love music and we're actually trying to make the best music that we possibly can. And you know, that being said, like we're all willing to push each other and just, you know, get the best product out of each other.
Excited for the upcoming show, for the upcoming annual Bonsai experience?
Definitely. I'm really excited for this because last year, like I feel like I set the tone really well, like when I opened the show. So they got me open the show again. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be fun. Like it's gonna be something different I've never done before on stage, like as a performer before. So it'll be interesting. Yeah.
Batman of the Burbs. Now, did you choose that song to feature on, or were they chosen for you?
Well, it was interesting. Well, Wes really was just playing point. Like he heard the beat, and I knew him and Duke were gonna be on it. But when I was just upstairs, like on the roof, just, you know, just chilling, smoking, and, you know, just writing stuff. Like yeah, they were just writing with me as I was playing the beat out loud, and as I was just writing, like yeah, Wes was like, yeah, you can get on this too. So I'm like, all right, well, cool. Like I'm just, you know, keeping up with like what they trying to do. We got another track together that hasn't been released, but it was just
exclusive.
It was just dope as hell to like actually like get one done with all three of us on the track together, and it's a full circle moment for me because like I produced it, so I like it was just crazy like getting all that done.
And you and Duke have been featured on tracks before, like Lyrical Exercise. It's always fun to see you guys come together and do your thing. I know he is super ready to hit the stage. Is he also a producer on this project as well?
Yeah, he produced Echelon. That's a track number 5 with Wes on it. Hosted with my people. It was a homegrown like team out. Like it's great.
That you, Wesley, and Duke are almost like a triple threat, almost like your own big three. Who are some of the other talented artists on the label that you like to collaborate with on a regular?
Eno was a superstar within himself. I love like making beats for Drew Isaiah.
He always gonna have something that you could dance to.
Exactly. He's pushing me as a producer. Like it's crazy. Like I made my first drill beat like I think it was like 2 months ago. Like just pushing me, like asking me like, yo, like can you make a beat like this? And I'm like, all right, cool. I got you. And like guy and he's like, oh, that's fire. Like, so, like, making dance records, but for somebody that can't dance, I like making people dance. It's crazy. Like,
not you can't dance.
Look, my mom will be ashamed.
Now that you are gearing up for this next show, you've dropped your debut album, you have been performing. Also, have you recently performed, or is this going to be next up, their next big performance?
Honestly, I haven't performed since the last bonsai experience.
Do you feel any type of apprehension about hitting the stage?
No, not really. I really can't afford to be nervous. And I've been doing this for like, I want to say 9 years, but that's more like 8. So it's like, I've been performing for a while. It's nothing I can't, shake off the rust. And, I've fucked up enough on stage before to where like I can adjust.
Right.
If I do, I ain't gonna let nobody know.
Right. And as you should, as long as you keep going, we won't know you did anything wrong.
Exactly. No, it's gonna be a dope performance. Like, I ain't worried at all.
So as far as NoStress as the individual artist, are there any exclusives that you want to drop?
I have been looking into those platforms where, like, you can exclusively like release things and like people pay to listen to it. I've got a couple things in the vault that I'm like thinking about putting out there, like on Even.
Mm-hmm.
Just for people that are like wondering like what I've been working on the past 3-4 years. It's been a lot, stuff that I want to release, but it's like I just need to get the visuals ready before I actually release anything.
Right, quality over quantity.
Exactly. So, if you have been watching me perform for a while, like you've heard some of these songs, but like I don't perform them often.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably perform maybe once or twice, but everything will be exclusively released on Even. Like, still thinking about it, but
you'll be getting it out there soon.
Yeah, getting it out there soon. Also, on the production end, I am going by Lightning Style as a production name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm building up my beat stars, getting ready to start releasing beats, for other artists to, their feet wet and, get some beats. You know what I'm saying? So
get that package, y'all.
Exactly. So like I'm not just producing just for the Bonsai crew. Like, I understand like there's other artists that need beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was one of those artists like surfing through YouTube all the time. Like, I'm just like I know how it is. So it's like I just want to make it easy for other people to just get some quality.
Make sure y'all check out our boy Lightning Styles. Is there Instagram where they can check you out at? In the works?
It's still NoStress.
Okay.
It's still NoStress right now. It's still on my regular profile. Everything is still in.0.stress.
Copy that. Y'all heard it here first, man. Make sure you follow our boy.
Yeah, my YouTube is just NoStress.
All things NoStress.
Yeah, exactly. In dot. Well, that's not in dot, but it's NO uppercase S stress. Like, that's how you spell it.
One of our favorite artists stopped by, chopped it up with us.
Follow me just only on Instagram. I'm rarely on Twitter, but like Twitter's a nightmare right now.
X.
X, whatever the hell it is. So my Instagram is n.0.stress.
Y'all heard it here first, right here on EARSEXLIVE. We are excited for the Bonsai experience. Congratulations on all your new endeavors. Yeah, man, we out of here, y'all. It's your girl, your favorite host, Cool Kid. Peace.